Thank you for having me out tonight. My name is Paul Douglas II, and I am a graduating master's student here at the Ontario Institute for Studies in Education at the University of Toronto and junior fellow here at Massey College. I'll be presenting my research proposal towards equity for Black male representation in school psychology. I would just like to take a moment and acknowledge that Black is a color, often utilized as a racial construct, and throughout this presentation or proposal, the term Black will be utilized for those purposes. So, background about why this study is important is that the field of school psychology is under scrutiny for a shortage of school psychologists and graduate students in training. Training programs often lack gender and racial diversity, displaying an overrepresentation of female and white students compared to male and Black students, right? This is often due to limited exposure to school psychology, misconceptions about the field and what it can do as a school psychologist, and ineffective recruitment strategies that hinder the recruitment of these diverse individuals. So understanding the factors that influence program selection is crucial for improving diversity and improving mental health outcomes for all people. So I developed two research questions. What is the most effective factor in outreach strategies for improving Black male representation in school psychology programs? And what is the most effective retention factor for Black males in school psychology programs? So there were three hypotheses. One is that there would be no significant difference between the groups. Two is that the most effective outreach strategy would be financial support. And three is that the most effective retention strategy would be ongoing financial support throughout the program. So the participants would be African, Caribbean, or often referred to as Black participants, cisgender males, 50 undergraduate students, psychology students, 50 school psychology graduate students. This could be a master's or PhD program, school psychology, or combined school and child clinical psychology program, and 50 licensed school psychologists, right? So 150 participants total. The study design would be a correlational survey, a 2x3x4. So the independent variables or predictive variables would be outreach factors predicting willingness to apply, such as presence of role models and mentors, awareness of career benefits and societal impacts, financial support, and scholarships and grants, and Black and cultural inclusivity and program promotion. So those are the outreach factors. The retention factors, predictors of willingness to stay, would be Black mentorship and peer support networks, culturally responsive counseling and resources, ongoing financial support throughout the program, and flexible program structure. So those are the retention factors predicting the willingness to stay. So then we have the dependent variables for the outcome. So willingness to apply would be measured through a total score of the outreach factors, and willingness to stay would be measured as a total for the retention factors. So the method section, there would be 4 questions for each factor, totaling 32 questions, I believe. So an example of a question for independent variable would be, how important is financial support, such as scholarships and grants, in your decision to apply to a school psychology program? Then for your DV, how willing are you to stay in a school psychology program with financial support, such as scholarships and grants are continually offered? And these would be measured through a 5-point Likert scale, measuring not important at all to extremely important. Right? So we have 2x3x4, so that's outreach and retention, then undergrad, grad, and professional. Then the 4 factors for outreach and 4 factors for retention. So this will be a hypothetical, but I'm thinking for this proposal that I would run an ANOVA and I would find that there would be no statistical difference, significant difference among the participants for undergraduate, graduate, and professionals, supporting the initial hypothesis. Then after linear regressions, I could find that financial support is the most significant predictor of outreach strategies, again confirming hypothesis 2. And for hypothesis 3, we would determine that ongoing financial support throughout these programs is the most significant predictor of retention strategies, right? So I believe that cultural inclusivity would also be a significant outreach factor, and flexible program structure would also be a significant predictor of retention strategies. Hypothetically speaking, Pearson correlation analysis will reveal a strong positive correlation between outreach factors, financial support, and retention factor, ongoing financial support, revealing a strong positive correlation and significant p-value, of course, of less than 0.05. And for the correlation between cultural inclusivity and flexible program structure, I believe that would be a weak positive correlation, we'll say, as well. So throughout this, I believe that the findings from the study suggest that increasing Black male representation in school psychology programs should prioritize financial support and ongoing financial assistance. Outreach strategies should emphasize the availability of financial support in these materials, such as brochures and info sessions. Additionally, incorporating culturally inclusive messaging and flexible program structures into outreach materials can also be a benefit to these programs. So all of these can be done specifically to accommodate the unique challenges faced by Black male students, fostering a more inclusive and supportive environment. So again, this is a proposal as to why this research should be conducted. I personally believe that financial support is going to be a big factor for many students that are interested in applying to a program, right? Many times, master's programs are costly, right? Many PhD programs, such as, I won't name names, but many PhD or PhD programs are expensive and don't have much funding. So funding is going to be a big factor about which schools that they apply to and if they can continue throughout these programs, especially for PhD students. These programs are typically 4 and 5 years. Master students, that's adding on another 2 or 3 years. So this could be an 8-year process. So financial support would be really a really important, significant determining factor. So again, thank you for your time. I will post this poster, and I will have a QR code on there so that you all will be able to check out my references. And hopefully this proposal will be accepted, and you will be looking forward to seeing the results of this study from me in the near future. Thank you.